one experience I wanted to talk about because it was a little bit life-changing for me in some ways. I was at a pamper event with my mum just a few weeks after I was diagnosed with my brain tumour, and we just turned up and we were just having a look at the other stands, and I was just sort of helping her, and I thought I'll get a manicure and things like that. And there was a tarot lady reading cards. I've always been fascinated by that, but I know there's so many people who it's just a money-making scam. They do it just to see your reactions and to see how you react to certain things, and then they play on that, and then before you know it, you think you've had an epiphany where your whole life is now going in a certain direction because they've seen what's troubling you and what you've reacted to. So I sat down, didn't give her my name, nothing. She knew nothing about me, and it wasn't in an area that I was from as well, so I knew she hadn't come across me. And I sat there for 15 minutes with the biggest poker face you've ever seen. My mum's always said I should play poker because or I should be a newsreader because I show zero emotion when I don't want to. And so I sat there, just this blank face, not responding to anything. And she's like, "Does this make sense to you?" When she brought out this card, I was like, "No, no." I was like, "Well, what could you interpret it as?" And she took out 6 cards. She gave me the death card, which is always nice. I was like, "Oh, crap." But she actually turned around and said, she said, although we've got this death card, she goes, "I know you've got no older relatives who could die." Which made me think, well, how does she know that? I mean, most people have grandparents. For some reason, she knew that I had no one. I'd lost my nan. And the other cards she got, she just knew so much about me. She knew I didn't have a boyfriend at the time. She was saying things which were, I thought, okay, some of those things could be quite obvious. She was saying you're strong. You're a strong character. You're very confident. You're very independent. But then she started talking about the companies that I run. She said, "You've got 2 main companies that you run. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. You work evenly on each," which is completely true. The nutrition company that I work with in my academy, my training schools, I spend a lot of time on both of them, and she seemed to know all about my own businesses. Um, but the best things she was saying were just totally relating to my illness. And you look at me and I don't look ill. There is nothing about me that looks sick whatsoever. But she somehow knew. The cards that she drew, she basically said to me, "You're gonna go into a very dark place for a while." She said, "I don't mean to alarm you, but something's gonna happen in your life where for the next couple of months it's going to be just a very, very dark place. You're going to want to be on your own a lot. It's going to be something that you have to deal with on your own. You're not going to want to go and talk to people about it," which I've not. I've not gone to any support groups. I've not seen any Macmillan nurses or anyone. I have wanted to deal with it in my own head as such. She said that I'll have people there for me. She said that I'll meet my boyfriend as a result of this, which I did. And she said I'll respect him and look at him on the same level as me, which I haven't with anyone before, which was completely correct. She had that down to a T. But the main thing she said was, she just said times are going to just get really, really hard. She said over the next 3 or 4 months I can just see things getting very, very bad for you. But she said, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. She said, you're going to use it to help people. She said, you're going to use it to help others go through this situation, which is what I'm trying to do with this blog. And she said, you're going to talk about it. She said, you're going to tell the world about it because that's what you do. That's how you get strength. And that's what you do to inspire others, which is completely correct. And she said, I'm going to come out of it better than ever before. She pulled out the butterfly card and said that I'm going to be bigger and better than I ever have been in my life, and I'm going to achieve amazing things. We just have to get through this horrible stage first, I guess. And then she said, I've got a lot to look forward to, which was really nice. And to me, that all made a lot of sense. And it was sort of reassuring because she was telling me I was going to go into a dark place. She was telling me things are going to get bad. But she was telling me that it wouldn't be forever and that things are going to get better. and that things are going to be better than they ever have before. And whilst that could be ambiguous, that could have been about anything. Everyone goes through bad things in their life, bad situations. It could have been she knew absolutely nothing, but it seemed at the time she knew everything about me. She knew everything that I was about to go through, and I found comfort and reassurance in that, and made me cry, made my mum cry, made my mum's friend cry. It just really meant a lot. That kind of gave me a lot of the strength that I've got. I took a lot of strength away from that and a lot of positivity. So for me, that was a really, really good experience. I haven't done it again since. I would like to, not with this lady because she knows I've got a tumour. I wanna test them, see what they come out with, because that's kind of fun. So that was that was a really, really good experience for me. I'm really glad I did that. I was the skeptic before, but whether it's true or whether it's not, if they can give people hope, and whether if it costs £15, it's not like she took all my money to tell me that I was going to change my life. So it was that was a really, really positive experience for me, and I'm really glad I did that.